wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I am Travis. We're waiting for the fallout from WrestleMania. It's SmackDown time.
I was doing so good and I forgot my phone.
Oh.
I have to leave now. I can't stick around for you guys. I'm done.
What your towel?
I'm done with you people. I'm done with this. Ugh, seriously.
Last Sunday, they're starting out with the main championship.
Dumb.
I figured they'd start out with the women's stuff, since it was the first night. But Roman Reigns seems to open and close shows for SmackDown, so makes a little bit of sense, I guess. How's everybody doing at home? Did you guys have a good week?
You ready for your weekend?
It's time to get the weekend started.
You ready for
with
your weekend?
SmackDown.
Right.
You know,
And
I feel happy for all these people because they get to hang out with us to get their weekend started. I guess I didn't get a notification that we are live.
I don't have my notifications turned on, so I don't know.
Oh, that sounded weird. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, there it comes.
Did you finally get it?
Hello, hello, hello. That sounds very echoey. Huh, I don't like that.
Sorry. All right.
Now I got my notification, so
JVD's
people
like,
should
what's
start
going
showing
on,
up.
everyone? Hey, JVD, how's it going? We got Joven in there and JVD. Walter's out there. Samoa's out there tonight. Hey, guys. Yep, it's Friday. JVD's like, you think Becky might return? Supposedly she is, but I don't know if she's coming tonight.
Well, I know that they have Pat McAfee being an announcer, supposedly, and I don't know if that's going forward forever or if it's just for a while, which tells me that they're probably bringing Adam Cole to SmackDown.
Right, which is a good possibility. So there were some things that happened this week after Wednesday. So Pat McAfee is out there. He is out there with Michael Cole tonight.
Hey, there he is, Pat McAfee.
So Graves is out. He was on Raw this week.
Yeah, he's on Raw from now on. This is permanent, he just said so.
So we got Roman Reigns coming out. They did have some releases, if you guys want to know about those. They had releases of Billie Kay, Mickie James, Chelsea Green, Tucker, Kalisto, Wesley Blake, Samoa Joe, Bo Dallas, Peyton Royce, and the last one was Mojo Rawley was the last one we heard of that was released.
Right, so if anybody was released today, I did not see it.
Yeah, so if there's any more, we didn't see any more.
A lot of speculations that Buddy Murphy would be out, but I did not see that.
There's supposed to be a list of NXT people also that are being released, but I don't know if they've made that official yet, so... We
don't really do NXT anymore, so it's like... No, I'm just kidding. We're like above NXT now, so there's that.
JVD says they should have fired the whole creative team with Bruce before anyone.
Right?
We have Rally out there in the chat. Hey,
Rally.
Rally says, hi guys, hope you okay. I'm back at work next week, first time in 5 months. Yay, go me.
Good deal.
Well,
Good
that's
to see you back at
awesome.
work.
I bet
Joining the job force.
You'll feel better about life in general and everything, going back to work and doing your job.
The big dog.
Walter
Roman.
is Pat McAfee, okay. Boo, J.O.'s on Roman Reigns. Reigns Roman.
I think you just named like a porn star.
Reigns Roman?
No, but it's Raomi or Romy, I think.
Yes, Walter. Billie Kay was let go. Yep.
Yeah, Billie Kay is gone. Peyton Royce is gone.
I'll go over that list again.
Iconic.
I can say it a little bit
Oh, wait, no, that's
slower.
for Monday. So on Monday, I have access to this crowd. I can be in the crowd. I don't know how I'm going to do it, though.
That's what I said. I was like, how are you going to be able to do that?
I need like a quick muter. Do they have a quick muter?
I don't know.
Because if I have a quick muter, I can unmute it and talk if they ask me questions, and then I can close it and then be like, because I guarantee they don't just stare at you the whole time, right?
I don't know.
So I could be talking and cheering. I just have to be over, and I'll just stick my other stuff right there. My computer.
JVD's like, Heyman's facial expressions crack me up.
Right?
Right? We got Roberto Lozano in the chat. Hey, Roberto.
So if Monday, if I have a shirt that doesn't say Wrestling Gab on it, because I don't want to get booted, I will probably just be wearing a WWE shirt. I don't know if I have a WWE hoodie. I don't think I do.
No, we didn't get any hoodies or anything like that.
I don't know what I just saw in the crowd, but it was funny looking.
Was she wearing like a thing on
Pink.
her head?
Yeah, it was all pink.
Yeah. Like
Couldn't
she
tell if it
washed
was a
her
she
hair
or
and
a
then put it
he.
up. Yeah.
I thought it was a he.
Whomever.
World title belt right there in the middle in the back.
Yeah. Wearing a turban. Making sure their hair is all tied up for the night. JBD's like, Trav, you going in the Thunderdome?
I have access to it. I have to obviously show up and stuff, but now I'm registered, I guess you could say.
Yeah. If he gets the calling of his email, then, you know.
If I pay attention to shit, yes. If I don't, which is par for the course, then...
Or Aaron's like, I sent you some of those let goes. I'm sure you did.
Yes.
And Travis, so is the saga with Roman and Edge over? Who knows? We have Ian Glazer in the chat. Hey, Ian. He's watching with his dad at his dad's house tonight. Sweet.
Hey, Pop. Yeah, so that's the thing. What is going to be next for Roman? I would assume they would start a new rivalry.
Right.
Maybe an Adam Cole.
But who? Really, though? Like,
why not? He gets Adam
he's
Cole.
Like tiny.
All the fanboys there, right? Love Adam Cole, so
all the fanboys.
They'll love it for a while, and then he'll get beat up and move on, and the rest will be rock and roll history. Paul Heyman is such a weirdo.
Yes, Aaron, we did know that it was a year ago from the day that they did these let goes that they did their massive cuts last year.
Yeah, I feel like these ones were bigger. I don't know, maybe.
People?
Yeah, I just feel like
Not
I was
as
more
many?
attached to them. That looks like Tom.
Pat McAfee.
Or
Despicable
Dwayne.
with this stuff. JBD's like, Roman gets you suck chance, face or heel.
Well, he's going to get chance whatever they want him to get.
Pat McAfee wants to hear him talk. I'm just here for the ride.
It looks like he's high.
Who?
Twinkie Tits.
Oh.
Yeah, let's let Paul talk. "16-time champions."
So
basically
there's been
he-
reports of people testing positive from WrestleMania. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen. There's people test positive all over.
The problem of it is they can take all the precautions they want, but if people are just carriers and they don't show symptoms, you wouldn't know they have it. So, that's a chance you got to take, and that's with anything. With
Right.
any
I mean,
kind of disease.
Any cold, any virus is going to be the exact same thing. Some people get affected by it, other people don't. Some people go to school with it, some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
Some people go to work sick.
Right? We have Isaac in the chat. Hey, Isaac.
Hey, Isaac.
How's it going, man? JVD says, please, God, no Jinder Mahal return tonight. What?
What?
You don't want some Jinder?
I love Jinder. Jinder's literally my favorite wrestler besides Bray Wyatt. As long as they keep his same entrance music. If they change his entrance music, I might be a little upset.
It was like, very funny, Paul.
He Babe Ruth that. He's like Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
When the catcher does it. And then he bunts.
Mm.
Have you never seen Major League?
I've seen Major League.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He gets up there and he calls the shot and they're all like...
Whatever.
And then he throws at him and he has to jump back up because he gets thrown on the ground. And then he gets up and then he bunts it. Then he has to run it out to first and he's got those bad knees. So he's all like, no. And he crumbles at the end, but they win the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The catcher guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's got a great beard hair. It's just sticking out there.
Travis is distracted by Roman's facial hair. He's not groomed very well
See,
today.
it's just sticking.
That's because they have a different texture, so they don't hang with the other beard hairs.
I know, I've got like 37,000 of them. I need to cut mine off or dye them.
You're like, I don't want to have gray hairs like Edge. You don't want to look old. We have Fat Laces in the chat tonight. Hey, Fat Laces, how's it going, man? Been a long time since we've seen you. Says Travis has been sipping on ginger juice, laid back since day one.
Laid back on my mind, on my money, on my money, on my mind. Ginger juice. Heck, I mean, now it's time to just walk away. Yeah. I get it. I agree with him.
Is it though?
I think it's time for him to leave.
Pat McAfee has a weird voice and he's not
Wait a
talking
second.
loud enough.
Cesaro.
I guess there's somebody he could fight against. Cesaro might be an okay opponent.
They've been pushing him a little bit. Everybody's expecting him to be pushed hard. This is as hard as you can get pushed. It's like salt and pepper. Push it. Push it real good.
Dun, dun, dun. JVD's like, sorry, I'm not Ginger's biggest fan.
Oh.
Not very many people
That's
are.
all right.
Sure.
Not a lot of people liked him. I loved him.
Mitzi Aroma's in the chat. Hey, Mitzi says the Swiss
Mitzi.
Superman is here. Yeah, he's out there.
He got giant feet.
He's wiping his feet before he comes in. He's wearing like half booties for shoes. So when he came in, his pants like caught up on it. It's funny. Ian's like, I've got a cold. Yeah, colds are pooey.
Are they going to allow this? You know what I mean saying? Like, one-on-one? WrestleMania Backlash match, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh, he's just leaving. He's like, this is dumb. It's not even in my ballpark.
Right. And
he's not. I mean, let's be honest. Cesaro's not in that league yet.
Right. James Howell's in the chat. Hey, James, how's it going? Belly says, at JVD, I was hoping you're here, my guy. Yeah, he's there. JVD's like, Cesaro is good, but Roman will mop the floor with him.
This Pat McAfee guy's pretty good. I have a feeling that he's kind of a face, though. Like, okay, maybe here it is. Okay, good deal. And I agree with him 100% right there. Like, you don't go to the top.
Right.
Just because you beat Seth Rollins. Now, Seth Rollins is top dude.
Yeah, no, not magical.
Yep, he's doing fantastic. Not a Corey Graves, but...
So...
To be honest, it would be even cooler to have him and Corey Graves as a team.
So basically, they're just like, Cesaro, come out. He came out, and then the announcer's like, here, we're going to talk. And Cesaro didn't say a word.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, there could be something after the commercial. He might have a match or something. This guy from this Progressive commercial, that guy, he just looks like an old lady.
This guy?
Uh-huh.
Right? Like,
you know those old ladies
face.
that have the perms and then they do them really tight, or they cut their hair really short? That's
like
what he
your
reminds
grandma.
me of.
Your grandma does her hair like that. She gets perms and then she gets her hair cut as short as she possibly can with it. It's pretty funny.
I think women learn as they get older that they don't want hair anymore.
I just think people shouldn't have hair at all. I
think
everybody should just shave their heads, and then it wouldn't even matter if you had hair or
You just don't see a lot of women in their, like, 70s, 80s with long hair.
Some of them, but yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on how well they want to take care of it.
My grandma's in her late 90s, and she hasn't had hair since I've known her.
Since I was able to pay attention.
Yeah,
which wasn't much, but, you know.
It's funny, she had gray hair then.
Right? James Howell says, good, too blessed to be depressed. Fantastic, man. That's what we like to hear. All right, Aaron. We'll see you on Monday, man. Have a good time at the beach.
Care.
Ian's like, I hope not eye water all days. It's people talking me. Oh, that sucks, man, with a cold.
Like the beach.
Delilah Troughton Shamir is in the chat. Hey, Delilah. Nice to see you back. Says, well, if you got COVID, mate, you bloody sure know you stay away from me, right? And yes, I am back after a 3-month hiatus. Sweet.
Good deal. Good to see
I like
you back.
to see those people back from hiatuses. JVD's like, how was everyone's day? What y'all snacking on tonight?
I am not. I guess the last time I ate today was at 3.
Raleigh
It's too
says,
hard for
hope
me to keep
Cesaro.
eating.
Hope Cesaro gets a chance. He's so good. Love Cesaro. Roman is annoying. Boo.
Boo!
Well, you are in the crowd with a lot of people who do not like him. That's for sure. All right, here's a trivia question for you. Who proposed marriage to Rusev on Raw?
Rusev Day.
JVD's like, I have steak tacos for dinner. I had carnitas tacos from a taco place for dinner tonight. That's what I had. Not snacking on them though anymore. I ate them already. Raleigh's like, hope Cesaro gets a chance. He's so good. Oh, I already read that one. Good
He's
deal.
so good.
So
And he is good.
good.
I like Cesaro. I've liked Cesaro for years, though. About 7 years ago, we were trying to set up this fantasy wrestling league, and I was like, he needs to go first. That's how high up on him I was. That was 7 years ago. If somebody would have drafted him first, they'd be kicking me in the face right now.
Right. Sad part about it is he deserves that push, but they just never gave it to him.
Yeah, when he wrestled John Cena, that's how I realized how good he was. I mean, John Cena makes a lot of people look good, but still, like, strength-wise, he was just on par. And granted, it was 7 years ago, but
It is pretty good still.
he's still way strong.
Showing some WrestleMania.
Or are they showing The Fiend? That's Raw.
They're just showing all the
That's
clips
Raw.
that they showed before.
Also Raw.
Yes, honey. We get it.
SmackDown main evented both shows, which I thought was ridiculous.
It was.
If they wanted, I feel like Raw should have got one and SmackDown should have got one. So yeah, nothing happened. He came out to the ring and nothing happened.
So the answer to your trivia question was Summer Rae.
Summer Rae.
Yeah, Summer Rae. He doesn't have to put the title on the line. I just want to match with him.
Let me talk to Roman. Non-title match against Roman. That means he wins? Question mark?
That'd be interesting, right? A non-title match. Smo says, think they build Cesaro up to win the Universal title at SummerSlam?
Right, yeah. I would assume they're going to wrestle at Backlash if... I mean, obviously that's what they're setting it up for. But with this Backlash thing, they could do a lot of rematches. So Edge could get involved tonight, costing Roman the match so Roman could lose. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So Edge gets in there, spears Roman, Cesaro pins Roman, but without knowing, like say he was knocked out or something, then he looks over and pins him. Blue collar working man. This is a tag team match right here.
Sweet. Walter's like Mojo Rawley release and Mike James release. Yeah, I'll go over that list again.
I don't know who Mike James is.
I don't know who he is either. It might have been somebody on the other
I'm Mike James,
team.
bitch.
Right? Or maybe he meant Mickey James.
Oh, Mickey.
Yes. Okay, so here's the list of people that were released from WWE this week that are official releases. Billy Kay, Mickey James, Chelsea Green, Tucker, Kalisto, Wesley Blake, Samoa Joe, Bo Dallas, Peyton Royce, and Mojo Rawley.
You have to believe.
So those are all the releases that have happened so far that are actually official, that are on the WWE site as of what we knew of as of yesterday. So if there's others that have been released that they've updated, we haven't really looked. So
to me, it seems so weird that they have Peyton and Billy right on there. You're like, oh, you know, whatever. But it's the Iconics, so it's different. Like when you put them together and you say the Iconics were released, you're like, no, they wouldn't do that. They're too good. But they separated them. I think they did it to slander them before they released them.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's no
weird.
other.
Why would they slander them though? For what?
So that they're not as valued in the free agency market, maybe. Because there's no reason to split those two up. It doesn't even make sense.
No.
I mean, even Vince knew that it wouldn't do any good.
Right.
Once he thought that Peyton Royce was going to be more popular than the NXT women and the Raw women that he already had?
Who knows?
There's no way he looked at her and said, you know what? That's your next champion that's going to carry this company.
No.
But the tag team could.
Right. Ian's like, I just watching WWE WrestleMania 37 with my dad's last Sunday in Peacock's 2-night. Yep, so cool. WrestleMania 37 2-night. Yeah, it was pretty good, man.
Doesn't look like they're doing it next year that way, though.
Walter's
next year it's
like,
going to be like a 7-hour show.
Lost. And JVD's like, we all took an L laughing. Raleigh says, Summer Rae, that's a tough one, Wrestling Gab. Jeez, I did not get that right. Summer Rae was with Fandango. Yeah, but before that, who was she around?
I thought she came up with him.
With Fandango? Oh, maybe it was after that then.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it was just right after that. Lana wasn't even around during that time. Was she? I don't remember her being there. But Lisa's like, I remember Summer Rae as Fandango's dance partner.
Yep. Uh-oh. They're in that top drawer.
Do you think it's going to die during the time that we're on here?
It didn't show any.
I thought you got some down here for that reason.
I did, but I think I replaced them already. Yeah, I did.
Cool. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Oh, Otis takes him down with that gut.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
He worries about his gut health.
He's not worried about it. He's got major gut health. Walter's like, on Monday I'll be here for Raw, 9 p.m. Still here for SmackDown. Why will it continue to do that?
I don't know anything about him.
They're in a very precarious spot at this point.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I want to get that close to the camera.
Gorilla pressing him and drops him down. Oh, we won't be able to hear it. Would be the only problem.
Walter says on Monday I'll be here for that. Valley's like, Mike Jones, who? Walter's like, Mickey James, yeah. I kind of figured that was who you meant. Twilight's like, I can't believe Tucky Wucky is gone.
Old Tucky Wucky.
But Walter wants Otis for the win on this one. JVD says, fire Bruce Pritchard, damn it.
Fire him.
Twilight's like, however, I hated what he did to Otis. Yeah.
Yeah, they do him dirty, don't they? Rey Mysterio down again. Now, can Rey beat Otis? He hasn't been able to do it yet.
Right? Robbie's in the chat. Hey, Robbie says D still can't get over the fact that Billy Kay and Royce have gone. D has been crying. I'm totally so upset.
I shed a tear, guys. I did.
Walter's like, stay tuned.
Very
WWE
emotional.
News, maybe more to let go. Oh, yeah. They supposedly have a list of NXT people they're letting go also, but they haven't, made anything official. So that's just, rumor mill stuff out there. We need to put, some batteries, over here or something.
I know.
So I don't have to, go in front of the camera.
I don't even know how many's
too
left.
close.
I'm pretty sure McKinney uses, 2 pair every weekend. Boom!
And they don't make their packs as big as they did before. Their packs aren't 72 packs anymore. They're, small. It's stupid. Are those doubles or triples?
Double.
Riley says, Aleister Black is back soon. He'd been injured for ages. Mickey James was respectful about release. Did you see? I'm sure they were in talks with about it and stuff like that. But
I feel like Peyton Royce was asked for her release. That's how they made it sound in their
they're gonna make it sound like that
WWE
because they don't want to look bad. They're gonna be like, well, they asked for it, so we said good, and go on your way and and good luck with your crap. Right. Walter's like, stay tuned to WWE News. Let's see.
619. Oh no, here it comes.
Maybe.
McAfee was so excited about this.
He wanted to see it. Valley's like, I'm sorry, but why keep Aleister Black or Keith Lee if they're not on TV?
Well, you got to give them some time. They can still draw. His shoulders aren't down. 2 and 3's got him. Rey Mysterio with the dub.
Finally got a win on him.
So
with a weird hold that his shoulders weren't even on the mat.
Neither shoulder was actually down. It looked like the back of his head was it. But whatever. Right. It is what it is. Nothing you can do about it. It's in the record books now. Right.
JVD says, I heard they got big plans for Aleister Black. I don't know, though. Raleigh says, Aleister Black is back soon. He's been injured for ages. Oh, I already read that one. Jamel McGee's in the chat. Hey, Jamel. This is when it comes to watching Raw, I'm easily distracted by paint drying.
Yeah. Absolutely. Raw's a different monster, isn't it?
Robbie's like, Joe of all people just tossed in the bin. Right? I mean, it's just weird, some of it. I mean, some of them are just like... I mean, some of them are like, whatever.
I have a very...
Some of them are just kind of like, what?
I have a very unpopular thing with Joe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the only person that, like, who gives a shit? Literally, everybody else in the world loves Joe, and I'm like, Like, if he was, like, 30, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, if he was even 38, maybe. But I'm pretty sure he's in his late 40s, or not late, but mid-40s.
Right.
Or early 40s. He just doesn't remind me of somebody that's going to do a whole bunch. At his best, he's Kevin Owens. Like, he's not going to be running the company and having titles and going on long 2-year title reigns.
Right. Robbie's like, Dee, how's your day been? It was alright. It was busy. Work was busy. Long day for that. Didn't get a lunch, so I was ready to leave when I left. Walter's like, Ray won? Okay, yes. Robbie's like, some more dead wood than HBO going to AEW.
Yes.
What?
Deadwood. Deadwood. That's funny.
I don't think so. Like, I mean, just some of the stuff for Chelsea Green's already been put on. It looks like she's probably might be going back to Impact. And that's kind of where I guess Billie Kay and Peyton Royce were really big and they have ends with people there. So, I mean, the door is open at AEW, I'm sure, for Peyton Royce because her husband works there.
I was just going to
say
that.
So there's no reason why they couldn't go there. But I think they would be better as a tag team. But the problem with AEW is, and I don't know if they have it at Impact, but the problem with AEW is that they don't have a women's tag title.
Right, but if you go to Con and say, hey...
They should do it.
Let's get a women's tag title and let's start a tournament in the next couple months, right? So about 3 months when their no contact stuff comes off. Mm-hmm. And then you start a tournament as tag teams. Maybe bring in some independents, some from China or Japan or whatever, like they were doing with the other tournament they just did. Then the Iconics show up. But they can't be the Iconics, probably. They're going to have to be something else, but...
Maybe. I don't know.
The Ironic.
The Ironics. JVD says, now that Charlotte's back on Raw, I will like my bleach on the rocks as watch her bury the women's division.
Like she said on Monday, she's the one that carries that women's division. When she was gone, it was dead. How true is it? When she was gone, was it dead?
I don't know.
Maybe it felt like it was thriving.
I don't think it was thriving when she was there, so does that count? I just don't know what she really brings to it, like, other than her tantrums. I mean, or that, I've won the title belt 13,000 times. Look at me. Yeah, you've never held it for longer than 2 days, but okay. You keep telling us how many times you won it there, girly girl. Nobody gives a flying fuck. Hold it for 2 years, and then I'll be like, bravo, Charlotte. You won a belt that means something. Good for you.
Alright. You're not going to see long title reigns like that except for from Becky.
Possibly. Walter's like, Cesaro will win, but what will he win, Cesaro? Because there isn't a match yet. Robbie's like, do you think a lot of the wrestlers care that they got released?
Yes.
You know, some of them probably do. They might not have been expecting the release, and some of them might have asked for it. So they're going to care one way or the other. They're going to care if they got what they wanted, and they're going to care if they got sideswiped and don't know what to do with their lives now. So
yeah, and it also depends on how they spend and how they save. If they were spending little and saving lots, then they're fine. If they weren't, if they were living rich, then
yeah,
they're going to be in trouble because they're not going to get paid anywhere near that anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. Walter's like, I'm doing good, washing hands, wearing a mask, being healthy. JVD says they might have gotten rid of Joe because he's real injury prone.
Yes, he wasn't cleared to wrestle anyways, so, and they were changing the teams for the talking, so he had no place. Mm-hmm. All right, this earlier tonight, they're already showing a recap. Looks small again, huh?
Yeah, It's not. I think it just looks small because JVD likes to talk in caps. Which is fine. I just like to yell his stuff. If I really yelled it, though, everybody would cover their ears.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yeah. I'm Ron Burgundy! As he yells it. He's telling all the news and because somebody put it in caps, so he's yelling everything. It's like, don't they have that 90-day clause?
Yes, that's why I said you have to wait 90 days.
And
they can still show up tomorrow. They just can't wrestle. So they can do stuff. They can
still promote. They can promote themselves. They can go with another company. They can sign with that company. They just can't wrestle as of that point.
Like Joe could go be Taz. Somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Do what Taz does.
Yeah.
And I think that's where he would benefit a lot of those companies. But if he wants to wrestle, obviously, as you guys can tell, I'm not high on Joe. So I just don't see what he brings in the ring, except for putting younger people over.
Right.
And that's not what he's going to want. So what's the point?
Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah. He speaks like 3 languages, I think.
Cesaro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's very smart.
They're trying to push him here. There it is, guys. Cesaro, Roman. Maybe Cesaro versus Jay. Jey Uso. Against the main event, Jey Uso.
Right. Well, I hope he embarrasses him again. Because he needs to be embarrassed. Jay. With his winning of the Andre the Giant shit, he really needs to be embarrassed at this point. Rob is like, WWE would be cheesing if AEW had a women's tag title. Walter's like, AEW and ROH and MLW and Impact have room. They probably could, maybe. JVD was
as long as they can afford it.
JVD says, it was dead when Charlotte was there! I'm yelling because of your caps.
Was there?
When Charlotte was there. Fluttergoss is exactly complete dead. There you go. So there's 2 people that agree that it was dead even when Charlotte was there. Walter's like, Enzo and Big Cass are now in SWE Fury Wrestling. Nice. I'll do trivia on the next commercial, Walter. I'll remember. Smo says, it was thanks to Charlotte that Andrade got his release.
Yes. Without a 90-day. That's pretty good.
Robbie says, D, you tell Charlotte, give her ring and let her know how you feel. Give her a ring.
There is an opportunity or a chance that we're going to see Logan Paul right now.
Oh. JVD's like, loud noises. Right? Whammy! Loud noises!
You want to go to the pants party?
What?
There's a party with the pants. Are you saying that there's a party in your pants and I'm invited? Yes. Let's go to the pants party.
Flash is in the chat saying even Melina is there at SWE as their Managa. Nice. Janelle Jackson's in the chat. Hey Janelle, says Robbie. Kayla looking pang tonight. Yeah, she's looking pang.
Yeah.
JVD's like, Kayla was looking piff to me. Totally a toasty marshmallow. Robbie's like, who is that side man looking like coleslaw sitting next to Cole? That's Pat McAfee.
Oh, Pat McAfee. He was the puncher of the decade.
He's a huge podcast guy. He, like, had this huge sports podcast that he did. He was on NXT, kind of wrestled on NXT, and had a big feud with Undisputed Era.
Yep.
For quite a while, actually. Like,
and then started
months.
his own little group without Lorcan and Birch.
So he did a podcast interview with Adam Cole and said something, and Adam Cole like kind of had a little bit of a tantrum meltdown, and so
they went with it.
They decided that because they wanted to make it look like he did it on purpose, so they kind of made it a storyline on NXT, and they brought Pat McAfee over. But in all reality, like, Adam Cole literally did have a tantrum. It was pretty funny. Like, not like because he was told to. He literally had a tantrum. Like, a tantrum. Pretty funny. We have Vindicator in the chat. Hey, Vince. I learned tonight that angels have an obsession with crying over the state of Florida. And that doesn't help anyone there who has $1 billion body and 10-cent brain. Right? It's good that you learned that, because I'm glad that you were paying attention to what Paul Heyman had to say. We have Alita Kelly tonight. Hey, Alita, how's it going? Girl, how are you doing? Walter's like, boo, Sammy. He squeaked a victory. Robbie's like, Sami Zayn yelling at the cameraman. Ha ha. Smo says, shucky ducky, quack quack. Oh, he's not going to be denied his vindication.
At vengeance.
Raleigh says, I didn't realize Pat McAfee is commentating every week. Thought it was a one-off. Nope, he knew.
No, it looks like it's going to be a new one.
Okay.
New era.
So they moved Corey Graves over to Raw. They took out Tom Phillips and Samoa Joe. Put Adnan, Zeke, Zark, Zock, Zuckel, Zuki, whatever his face is, there. And then they had
Kevin Owens.
And then they just put, what's his
Byron
face?
Saxton on the other side, and then Corey Graves.
So
Corey and Saxton are back together, so we get to hear Saxton get called an idiot every night.
Yeah, I'm sure that they probably talked to him about that he's not allowed to call him that. Flash says, it's manager. Mananga is the Brooklyn slang for manager. I'm from New York, remember? Yeah, you're from New York.
Mananga?
Did you forget how to speak English in New York?
Yes.
Sounds like it. Alright, here's a trivia question for you. What was the first word Dean Ambrose said during a psychological evaluation when he was shown a picture of Kane?
I remember that, but I don't remember the word.
Robbie's like, Dee, I'm sure Charlotte would love your feedback on her. I don't think she would really give a shit. Vindicator's like, I see Darby Allin has grown a beard and bought a matching coat and hat. Did he? I don't know. Are you talking about Sami Zayn being like Darby Allin? Oh, because Darby was wearing green pants on Wednesday.
Yeah, they're just the same.
They were wearing the same type of stuff. Oh. Zoe Owens is in the chat. Hey, Zoe says, shut up, Sammy. Shut the F up. Ooh.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Right? Robbie's like, let's not forget that Sami Zayn is quality on the mic.
He is?
No.
One of the best.
Alita wants to know, where's the meds? I know, right? Like, that poor guy needs some help. He's so angry. Just so angry. Walter's like, Kevin Owens, cool. Samoa's like, quoting Mojo, I bleed all the time. I don't care. Yeah. Vindicator's like, Adnan is the man. Just like Mace runs the place and doing good business with Montavious.
What are we talking about?
Montavious.
Are we talking about MVP?
Maybe. Montavious. I'm not sure if I would really consider him the man. Because that's Becky.
Yeah, Becky is the man.
So, I don't think Adnan can be a man.
Adnan.
Robbie says, too many side mans looking like corn on the cob on commentary. I have to put the show on mute.
I definitely understand that. That's how NXT is to me. It's hard with that Beth Phoenix.
Robbie's like, Dee, even Travis agrees with me about Sammy on the mic. I never disagreed. I know that Sammy can throw a promo just like Kevin Owens can. They're really both really good on the mic. And that's the only way that Sammy can do anything, really, is to run his mouth.
This is good for you.
Otherwise, how could you take him serious?
He'd be a great manager. He'd be a great ring announcer.
Well, they did put him out there as a manager for a while there.
I know, and it was perfect. I don't understand why they went away from that.
Why they pulled him to do, give him a, whatchamacallit?
Wrestling gig?
Yeah, like had him do wrestling and get the title and...
Yeah, and then he had the
Shinsuke
title and he didn't even defend it.
Right? He just ran away from everything.
And then once the tragedy or whatever the hell it is went back to Canada and hung out there, and
he forgot that he had a job, and so he was like, oh, and then they took it away from him, and they're like, I don't understand why you took it away from me, I'm your true champion. It's like,
wow, that match is happening tonight.
The rematch is Owens, right now.
Sami Zayn.
The answer to the trivia question was toothpaste. If you said toothpaste, you got it correct. Good job. Congratulations.
Yeah, there's a good chance I wouldn't have said toothpaste.
JVD says, Sammy got me thinking there could be a conspiracy on me. I know, right? Like, people following you around that you don't notice before, and there's, like, everything that goes wrong is totally a conspiracy, that you probably should have a documentary following you around about it.
Kevin Owens.
You should just have, like, your friends, like, follow you around with a camera.
Let's see if somebody else is following you around with a camera.
Or I was like, D, you're better than Dana Brooke on the mic.
Well, I would hope so.
Well, that's saying something. Really? Have we heard Dana talk?
Yes, we hear
when
her
she
talk.
does, it's sad.
It looks like Bart Simpson with boobies.
Vindicator's like, Becky is out of sight and out of mind at the moment. Wake me up when she returns with better promo material than the boring stuff she did before.
Oh, you're not a fan of Becky, huh?
I don't think Vindicator's a fan of anything. Not even himself.
Well, we know he loves Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, he loves Charlotte.
He loves
Carmella and Charlotte.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of all those guys. Forgot about them. Sorry, my bad. Walter's going for KO for the win. And JVD's laughing. Fat Lady's like, JVD sounds like paranoia, better stay off the Stativa.
Stevia?
Stativa. No.
Stativa. I don't know what that is.
Sativa. I don't know what that is either.
Is it that liquor that makes you hallucinate?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I've never heard of that. The liquor you're talking about is absinthe.
Oh, well, that's way off.
Like, what are you talking about? It's absinthe. That liquor is absinthe, or whatever it's called. Abstinence. It's as JVD says, Piccolo, what is sativa, right? We all want to know.
Oh, sativa, like cannabis sativa?
He's like, I think he meant Sevilla.
Oh.
Sevilla?
I was thinking cannabis sativa.
Well, I hope Fat Laces knows what he's talking about, and he'll share with us what he's saying. Vindicator's like, Becky becomes stale with her wordplay after turning into the man she was boring right before spoon-fed the title belt to Asuka.
Yeah.
Right. Robbie
yeah,
says,
I don't know where she was going before that, but we just got out of Mania, right? It was right after Mania when she got pregnant?
Yeah.
Or was it going into Mania? No, it was like months before.
It was Money in the Bank.
What's that?
It was right after Money in the Bank, not too long after.
Oh, yeah, because
Asuka won the
Asuka
Money in the Bank, and it was like the next time they were on TV.
Right. Yep.
And then she's like, you know that you won? You didn't really just win the Money in the Bank, you won the belt or something like that. That's why it was the way it was.
It was a very touching moment to spoon-fed somebody a title. Oh!
Well, you know.
Because Asuka was super excited, and it was nice to see the excitement on her face.
And I think she was more excited for Becky becoming a mom, personally. I don't think she was so much excited about being the champion. I think she was more excited about Becky being a mom.
Oh, Kevin Owens with the chop.
And at that point, she became a great champion, and she wrestled and defended her title how they wanted her to, and blah, 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 and then they kind of fucked her over. Robbie says, I don't know why YouTube recommended me a video of Edge on what his meal prep is. YouTube moving mad.
I watched some weird stuff on YouTube today that was recommended for me, and I'm like, why is this recommended? I don't like this stuff. You ever flip through those like quicks that they have? They have like quicks, like short, like 15-second videos.
I've seen them, but I don't look through them, so I can't see.
Yeah, so they keep leading to other ones because that's how it works. Because the dopamine that is released as you play with it.
Oh.
But anyways, they're like people shooting coyotes and Like I want to see somebody kill stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I mean, I don't care if people do it. I just don't want to see it.
True. Alita's like, fake weed, stay away. Oh, is that what Sevilla is?
Like cannabis sativa.
JBD says, I heard of salvia that makes you trip out.
Yeah, salvia. That's the one I was thinking of.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's how far away I am from knowing anything about drugs. Anyways, the trivia question is, Kane was in charge of what when he was assigned to concession stand duty on Raw? What was he in charge of?
This is that was Holyfield. Oh, they're doing a commercial for their whole thing.
The Fight Club.
Yeah, Trilla.
Oh, good for them. Is it on pay-per-view then?
Well, the fight will be. But this is about all their fights because they're setting up a bunch of them.
Right.
They're bringing boxing back to the mainstream, but not with real good fighters.
They're like, let's bring boxing back so nobody else. That stupid marshmallow guy's on there.
I don't know. I don't watch it. Well, I mean, I guess I've watched their only thing they've ever done. No idea who that was.
Some woman. Had a couple of them.
Haha, Oscar De La Hoya. I know who he is. That's Vander Holyfield. And that last guy was Jake Paul. Trilla.
That's just dumb. He has no pants.
That's still funny.
He forgot that he was coming to a non-pants party. He's like, I need my pants for my pants party. Then he was like, did Kairi Sane become a mom or just left to be with family and get married? By the way, I'm sad that Iconics will never be reformed. Kairi Sane left to get married, yes.
He just slapped that. That's funny. Employee of the month.
Every month. Oh, God. Just doing stupid wrestling moves in the
Woo!
place. It's kind of weird. Anyways, Kairi Sane just went and got married. So she was gonna come back and work for WWE and their Japan stuff, and I don't know if that's still happening.
Yes, she called WrestleMania for Japan. Like if you were watching it in Japanese.
Oh, cool! Good for her.
She was one of them.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, she's going to be doing some stuff there. I don't know if she's going to be wrestling, though, or if she's just going to be doing some other stuff.
Okay, these two are going at it.
The answer to that trivia question was chips. If you guessed chips, you got it correct. Good job and congratulations. Robbie says, Travis, who would have on commentary for Raw, SD Live, and NXT? Who would you have on commentary for Raw, SD Live, and NXT?
Can I pick anybody?
Guess. He didn't specify you had to have a choice between certain people.
I mean, because I'm putting JBL back on the air. So I'd put JBL out there with probably Cole, because that makes the most sense there. I like this McAfee guy. He does a really good job. Him and Corey Graves would be fine on the other show. So that would be the A and B show. And I would really like to see that Ronaldo, Mario Lanaro, whatever his name is. The guy that was on NXT, I'd like to see him back and do it alone. Without anybody with him. Because I think that's where he would thrive, is being by himself. You could probably put an ex-wrestler with him, but you wouldn't need to because he knows every single play. It's kind of like JR. JR doesn't need anybody else with him.
Right.
Tony Schiavone probably does because he's not the play-by-play guy that JR is.
Mm-hmm. If everybody was a bunch of sissies, you put JBL down there.
well, yeah. I mean, those two together were awesome. The only problem is that the one guy is bipolar and he doesn't get help for it, and so therefore it hurts him in his brain. Like his thoughts make it hurt him. Like he hurts himself.
Right.
JBL isn't doing it, but it looks like JBL's doing it. So he's calling JBL a bully and everything else,
but it's really his own problem.
Right. It's how he thinks of himself, which is creating the friction.
Right. Violet says there's different types of cannabis strains. Sativa, mind, versus indica, body, highs. He says, I learned from Doug Benson how high me and Cheech and Chong movies.
I love the Cheech and Chong movie. You know my favorite part in any... Well, okay, never mind. My second favorite part in any Cheech and Chong movie, and I can't remember which one it is, but it's where they're growing the weed under the tarps. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
They got this huge warehouse, it looks like, full of weed, and the tarp rips in the top, so he gets this big ladder out, and he goes up there, and he gets on top of the ladder, and he lays on his stomach, because a helicopter's coming over, a police helicopter, and he's like swimming, but it's a tarp, it's a blue tarp, so it looks like he's swimming in the water. Sammy with a count out.
So Sammy left. He got counted out this time. Last time KO went out there and got him and threw him back in, but this time he got away with it.
Oh, Cabernella's going after him
again.
Not
gonna let Sammy's like, no, and he's like, I'll beat your ass. You little bastard. He's like, get your ass back in there. We're not having this kind of count-out crap. I'm going to beat the living poop out of your ass.
This is where I was hoping that Logan would show up.
And beat him up, too?
And just knock him out. And then they could wrestle at the Backlash. Look at me, I'm the one promoting these celebrity feuds. When everybody else is so furious that Bad Bunny took the spot of one of those releases. And they could have paid them instead of paying Bad Bunny.
Well, it's kind of true. I mean, they could pay talent instead.
I feel like...
Maybe not necessarily the people on that list, but they could have paid talent instead of that.
They have plenty of money where they don't have to worry about paying or non-paying. They literally made over $1 billion last year in revenue, like extra, on top of what they paid out.
Hmm. Oh, Jamie's IP Hello.
That was through a pandemic.
Right.
With no selling of seats.
Right. Yeah, but they're poor and they have to cut people. JVD's like, Piccolo, oh, okay, I see. And laughing my ass off. At least, like, I heard Ronaldo maybe commentating on TNA.
Yes, Impact. He is going to do their main event at their pay-per-view that's coming up.
Yeah, someone says Mauro Ronaldo is going to be commentating at Impact Rebellion.
Yes, just the last match, just the main event, though.
Right. And he does that, I don't know if you guys know, but he actually, we've seen him do commentating on some boxing, is that boxing?
Yeah, he's
on some boxing matches that we've watched, like, over the last months. And that's where we saw him, and we're like, oh my god, here he is. He did really good. Like...
Oh, he's one of the best in the business, in the whole entire business of any sport. He's one of the best announcers, if not the best. JR is still around, so I always want to lean towards JR because of experience.
Right.
But JR is slipping a little bit.
Well, he's old and he's had a stroke, the poor guy.
He had a stroke, like in his 30s.
You know, if he probably didn't have a stroke, he probably would be okay. Mm-hmm. But with that stroke, it probably makes it hard.
Oh! We got a World Tag Team Championship match.
Because his brain's working faster.
Blue cups.
Mm-hmm. Because his brain is working fast, but he can't say it. Does that make sense? Like, his brain works, but his mouth isn't doing the work that he wants it to. That would be so... Oh! Look, all the solo cups
they're all red,
we're all red, though. Aww. So everyone's like, wow, my work here is finished. Sweet. Alright, JVD's yelling in caps again. Ranallo made NXT so much more better, like he made the matches a lot more exciting. Not yelling. I think you're yelling. Just kidding. It's fine. I don't care.
His cup that he has there is this one. Mm-hmm. That's that stuff. Yeah. We want the smoke.
You can put your stuff in caps. I don't care. I just think it's funny. But I was like, D, what hits harder, RKO or the stunner? For me, the stunner because of the kick before the move. I have no idea.
Yeah, but an RKO is on its own. So if you're asking that question, you can't count the kick before. It's either the stunner, not what builds up to the stunner. Right?
I guess. I don't know enough about him to say.
Well, the stunner, you kick him in the stomach, they bend over, and it's Kevin Owens' finisher.
I get it. I get what you're talking about, but I don't know them enough to say, yeah, I think that one totally is so much worse than RKO, or the RKO is so much worse.
But the RKO is the most deadly 3 letters in wrestling. Randy told me.
According to Randy. By anybody else, I don't know if it would be. Anyways, let me ask this trivia question so you can stop talking. Here's your trivia question. Whose ankle did Brock Lesnar break during his Battleground contract signing with Seth Rollins? Okay, continue if you're talking about how they're so much better, and Randy taught you how the RKO was the bestest thing ever since sliced bread.
I'm just saying, he said in his own rules that he likes it because the kick before it. But the question was, what do you like better? Or which one hits harder? The RKO, which is a single move, or the stunner? And he said because of the kick before it.
Right.
So would that count if you're not even looking at that?
I don't know. I really have no idea.
I'm going to go with the RKO for myself, but he didn't ask me. I think he asked you, didn't he?
He did, but I don't know anything about it, so how can I answer?
You know what both moves are. That's all you have to do.
Do I? Do I really know what they are? No, I don't.
I just told you.
So? Vindicator's like, so Duluth, let's play a game of which do you like more? Oranges or peach? Jeans or joggers? Heat or cold temps? Are you going to answer those questions too?
Oranges or peaches? That's a fucking neck and neck race right there.
I know.
They're different seasons, so you can have both.
Right? I would have to say peaches. Probably like peaches better. Jeans or joggers? Jeans. Because I think that joggers are lazy. And I only wear them like around the house. I don't go out in them. Heat or cold temps? Cold because you can always put more clothes on. Heat, I can't take enough clothes off and then it's inappropriate and people call cops on you. Jacob Hajine's in the chat. Hey, Jacob Hajine, how's it going? Robbie's like, laughing Apollo is just a flip-flop. Ha ha ha. Here's like YouTube or Instagram. Neither one because social media is the devil and I hate them all. Jacob Hajine says, apparently Pat McAfee is a SmackDown announcer. Yeah, Jacob, I'm glad you're with us. You figure it out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he is now a SmackDown announcer. Him and Michael Cole together forever. Kissy
Oh, that's
kiss.
coming up quick.
Kiss, kiss. Vindicator is like Aaron or Weasley. They're the same person. Lita Kelly's like the fake Nigerian and the Bulgarian. Right? Rob is like, Dean Travis should recreate the Street Profit entrance. I don't think we could smoke enough dope, personally.
We want the smoke.
Alita's like, wife is coming. Yeah. Smo says Randall, Keith, Orton are Dudley letters. They are. Vindicator's like, sliced bread or biscuits. Sliced bread or biscuits? What kind of biscuits? You gotta be more specific about your biscuits. Do I get to put stuff on them? Like, do I get to put like jam and butter or honey or anything like that on it? If that's the case, then it would depend on the biscuits. And are we talking like American biscuits or are we talking, you know, European biscuits? Because biscuits in Europe usually are kind of like cookies.
Oh, that's what's happening. I'm like, why did they keep showing the est? They got the est stuff, all the EST.
Oh yeah, the wife is coming. That's what Alita said, the wife is coming. The answer to the trivia question was Kane. If you guessed Kane, you got it right. Good job. Oh, you don't remember my trivia question? Of course not. We have Ryoto in the chat. Hey, Ryoto. Alita's going with the stunner, and Ravi says, I think that's stunner because the person gets hurt before the stunner connects. Ryoto's like, hey guys. Ravi's like, YouTube must be better because of the gab.
Must.
As Alita says, which bread? Right? Like, whose bread? What kind of bread?
What bread is that?
Ryoto's like, I told you in the past I wanted Cesaro versus Reigns. Yeah, and it might happen.
We might get that by
but
the time back
not
up.
tonight,
But not tonight,
because it's Jey Uso.
Jey Uso going.
We have Jay Boone in the chat. Hey,
Jay
Jay says, what's the results so far, and has the profits for versus Dirty Dogs match happened yet?
No, it has not. Right now they're doing a special celebration for the est in the ring. But Otis and Rey Mysterio were the first match. Mysterio won that one.
And they gotta roll their WrestleMania tape moment for their wifey poo here.
Oh. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens won that one. It was kind of a rematch. Sami Zayn just left. So he got counted out. And that's it, by the way. So we're over an hour in, and that's where we're at. I've had 2 matches.
Mm.
You're right at an hour.
Mm-hmm. Rhoda says, are you watching A&E biographies?
No, I don't know if... Are we recording that?
I didn't think it started until this weekend.
Oh.
It starts this weekend. The 17th or something like that. Sunday? Yeah, we're going to record them to watch them.
Planning on it.
Alita's like, I like sourdough, right? Like, what kind of bread, too, huh? Vindicator's like, I didn't realize Dee was a biscuit connoisseur, lol. I think biscuits in general taste better, especially with butter or honey. Well, that's what I mean, what kind of biscuits. Because there's there's buttermilk biscuits, there's baking powder biscuits, there's... That's what I mean, there's different kinds of biscuits, buddy. Homemade biscuits,
There's
biscuits
Alexa
from a
Bliss,
can.
Alexa Bliss's biscuit box.
Cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster, which we don't have anymore. Walter's leaving. Okay, bye, Walter. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
See you, Walter.
Riota's like, tomorrow they will have Andre.
Old Andre.
Andre who? Oh, Andre the Giant stuff. Oh, yeah. Vindicator's like, also I like joggers, peaches, and mild temps more. Well, you didn't say mild temps. You said hot or cold. Smo says, you saw Sasha at WrestleMania was trying to hold back her joy at the end of the match.
Yeah, she was smiling at the end.
Vindicator's like, whenever SmackDown gone by already? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone. Never get it
J-Boon
back.
says, wait, UC Uso is fighting Roman for the title tonight? No. Cesaro is fighting
and
Jey
Uso.
Uso. No titles involved.
Neither of them have a title.
Fatley says, D is sounding like Bubba Gump. Yeah? Because they're different kind of biscuits?
Cause I'm bone big
I don't think there's that many biscuits. She threw her sunglasses. It's weird.
It's alright, she didn't need to... She's in the
Vindicator's
dark.
like, I like buttermilk and cheddar biscuits. I'm a baking powder biscuit girl myself. But that's just because I grew up with them. Robbie's like, Travis,
know.
thoughts on who should get a title match against Belair?
It depends on where they want to go with it. I mean, if Sasha's staying around, just give it to Sasha again at Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't that what Backlash is for? Is the fallout. But if not, there's really no women on their roster. The only other person that would be just Bayley. You just have to keep recycling Bayley and Sasha. There's just the 3 of them. They don't have anybody else. Maybe Natalya. But she's not relevant.
Right.
So they're going to have to bring somebody up or over or back. So maybe Ronda Rousey.
Right.
Or the Man.
Vindicator's like, something else I love is Belair outfit tonight.
Yeah, she looks like a circus tent.
But sure, it's a great outfit. Feel like circus tent people.
Not from the back. The back looks fine.
Robbie says, LOL, I bet Dee tried doing the Belair entrance.
Spinning your hair.
I don't have enough hair.
And
Sorry,
skipping out
honey.
of the ring.
Samo says, have chocolate covered digestive biscuits. See? There. Those are the kind of biscuits we're talking about. Cookies. G. Boone says, are you shocked Roman retained? I was not happy.
Yes, I am not shocked at all. Sorry. So, no, I am not shocked.
No, not shocked.
I picked it. I
Figured he would win
I didn't
it.
see anybody in that match being able to beat him, so.
Fat Lace is like Bianca looking like a buttered biscuit.
On the backside.
Only on the back, as Alita says. LOL, the back. The back looks like a buttered biscuit, but the front, I don't know what's going on in the front, but it isn't even a party.
It just reminds me of a tent, like a very colorful tent.
Oh my fucking god, seriously, bitch. Ugh, seriously. Oh god, this makes me want to throw up. Hi, I'm John Cena in a different body. Ryoto's like, I'm out. I'm going to watch TV. Alright, Ryoto. Well, thanks for stopping in for a second.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
And reminding us about the A&E biographies. I really appreciate that. Go watch some TV. Not sure what you're going to watch, but go Or
There's
it's
a
like,
boxing
would
match
you
on
wear
right
those
now.
earrings that Belair has on? No, never. They're really bad for your ears. You just weigh your ears down and pull them. JB is like, Bianca looking like Piff EST. Oh yeah, sure.
Fantastic stuff.
Sure. I really don't want to listen to her talk anymore. I already don't like it.
Well, you just gotta wait for the next competitor.
Lita Kelly says, I wonder how happy Montez when she won.
He was excited. He saw her on the way back and hugged her and went out to the ring and hugged her.
Jay Boone says, do you only do streams or do you record some?
No, I've never recorded any. I was trying to do some news stuff. I just kind of got out of the habit of it. I feel like it'll be a little bit easier when I can do it from my phone once we get over 1,000 subscribers. So right now it's just that long road to 1,000, and then I can go live through my phone, and then I'll be able to do stuff way quicker.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a pain to set everything up and then edit everything. Because if I can just do it live, I don't even need to worry about editing it.
Yep.
Not live, but live recording, and with having a couple mistakes here and there or whatever. Plus, I could just go live and just do my news live. Yeah. But still, it'll be a video.
Right. Robbie says, JVD, my guy. Ha ha ha. And then here's like, no, no, no. I don't want any part of anything laxative related. Why not? You don't like the laxatives?
This is what makes me think they're going to win the titles tonight.
So that they can be all weird
champions together.
Oh, jeez. Fat Lisa's like a JVD, let it go. Piff will never be a thing. Fetch, though. Stop saying fetch, Gretchen. You're going to make fetch a thing, Gretchen. Jay Boone says, I hope the Profits win, and if they do, I think Bianca will come out and pick up Ford.
She could carry him off in her arms. Looks like that's going to happen next because they're staying out in the ring. Oh, there's Sasha. Put my microphone back in. Yeah. I had my microphone out that whole time.
I just didn't want to listen. A bunch of garbage.
Look at that whip mark. The problem is she didn't hit her on that side.
How do you know? Maybe it was that side. It just seemed like it was the other side.
That's it?
She's so angry she has no words.
A little bit of backlash. You guys delete the lost words.
You're so angry you have no words. JV's like, P-Cola Piff is a thing in my life.
P-Cola Piff.
That's Fat Lisa's. Fat Lisa says P-Cola. Robbie says Montez Defo had a good time when Belair won Defo. Then here's like, Sasha doesn't need that green eye makeup. She's just trying too hard, just like Liv and Asuka. JVD's like, love Sasha's hair though. Robbie's like SD Live's still on mute for me.
Yeah, I took it off.
I had to throw it out of my ear. It was disgusting. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear the whole goddamn stupid John Cena garbage. That shit makes me want to throw up. Jacob Jean says, what do you think of Pat McAfee as a commentator? Well, we'll see what he's made of. Far.
I think he's doing better than Adnan Verk. Know your role, so it's not ding dong anymore.
I was so busy trying to save the show. Fat Lisa's like, Piff is the power of Poo-Tang. Alita's like, that was whip. Fat Lisa's like, ding dong, goodbye. There you go. That's what we like to hear. We like to hear Bailey being a bitch to her. Thank you, somebody. Thank you. Because I'm tired of all the ass kissing that's been happening with it. Barfiness right there.
see. They only have the 3 girls.
Right? Jacob G says, ew, it's Bailey. Yay, it's Bailey. Save the day, Bailey.
All right.
Throw it out there, Bailey.
Now we're waiting for the glorious show-offs. What do they call them? The snow dogs or something?
Jamel McGee is like, Bailey looked like the female version of Jay Leno. I guess. JBD says, well, guess no Becky now.
No.
Indicator is like, delete this passion totally blows up the theory or practice of being speechless.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to a commercial.
Yeah, well, they don't want to show you the actual champions. God forbid that they show their entrance. Fuck, Jesus. Like, why would you want to show your champion's entrance? Oh, that's right, because they're irrelevant. Because, you know, we should just give it to the other guys. Because his wife has a title. So we should just give it to them. Seriously,
Well,
people.
he didn't have a WrestleMania moment, but no SmackDown tag team person had a WrestleMania moment.
Jacob Machine says, is that Glorious rude? For 2 seconds it was.
Glorious show-offs.
Alita Kelly's message retracted, but says, not Bailey. Not Bailey.
Not Bailey.
Robbie's like, Bailey's still cheesing that the Bellas mopped the floor with her.
That's pretty funny,
She's
too.
still upset about it. She's like crying. Like, oh my god, I don't understand.
I was watching the
why
Bellas
it's so
work out
mean."
today. They had their little workout on Instagram.
Yeah. That's good.
It's an uphill climb.
Is it uphill?
Well, sure not downhill. Once had 2 babies.
She has had 2 babies. Robbie's like, Bailey will still choosing that the Bellas mopped the floor. I read that. Thought somebody put something new in here. JBD's like, Bailey is better than Charlotte at least.
Okay, seriously. Come on.
Alita Kelly's like, I watch Naya instead. So she doesn't watch the Bellas on their Instagram.
Oh.
Robbie says Nikki smashed them glasses of her face clean with that 4 a.m. that forearm.
Didn't she? That's pretty funny. Those giant sunglasses she had on her head.
Mm-hmm. Only if people listen to the facts.
Nobody cares about facts.
Exactly. Jacob Eugene says Charlotte is better. She is the daughter of a legend. Oh God.
Here we go.
Run away.
Spoon fed. Over under 4 times. Just kidding. Treadwell.
A prophet's like, D, you're right. Naya has defo got bigger.
Yeah, she's a big
She
girl.
has gotten bigger.
She used to be a model, guys. Not kidding.
Like,
she was
she's
a
gotten
model.
bigger since, like, last year even. Like, she's gotten a little bit thicker than she probably should be. Like, you can tell just by the way she walks.
Because she's not like most girls. That's what her song says when she comes out. I'm not like most girls.
She doesn't have to be. Nobody has said you have to be a twig bitch. Fat Lisa's like, sort of sad going through the TV guide and all MTV has is ridiculousness for 15 hours straight. And then grown-ups, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Like, yeah, right? Like, MTV, music, television has become a joke of nothing.
I grew up on it. It was my childhood.
Why on earth aren't they just taking the fucking shit they put on YouTube and just playing it on MTV? Like, why? Like, and the only way that you can even watch anything, like, new music-wise or anything like that is, like, in the middle of the night at, like, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning if you really want to. Or if you want to watch old school stuff, you can watch MTV Classic. And it's like, why the fuck? You know, MTV ruined music, television, videos by having reality TV. You know, MTV started that shit.
They sure did.
And it went crazy, and now all we see is goddamn
Seven
stupid
strangers,
reality
one
TV
house.
garbage.
The real world.
Everywhere.
Where the Miz came from, too. So, Dolph, looking like Bianca. He's got a Bianca.
Does he have a whip?
Uh-huh.
He's gonna nay-nay it. Is he gonna whip it and nay-nay at the same time? Oh my goodness sakes.
Look at it whip around. That's so funny.
Oh, this is great. JVD's like, do you guys Wendy's?
You know,
What's that?
she Wendy's. I don't Wendy.
It sounds dirty.
Do you whip? Do you nay-nay? Do you
Like,
Wendy?
do you guys like Wendy's? My bad. Okay, so Travis probably would like Wendy's if he ate that stuff still, but he doesn't really eat fast food. I used to never eat Wendy's, and then I started kind of eating Wendy's, so. But I don't eat it all the time. So.
Ford got Dolph in a little bit of trouble. Comes Dawkins. Couldn't even think of his name for a minute.
Fat Lisa's like, why don't they show old Viva La Bam episodes? Or I was like, MTV was decent in the 90s.
Oh, I loved it. 80s and 90s, it was the best thing on TV.
Right? JV's like, Piccolo, that's what I'm saying. Robbie's like, but do you love a bit of Pimp My Ride and Jersey Shore?
Oh my gosh, I forgot that was on there. I never watched Jersey Shore, but I did watch some of that Pimp My Ride. And then I watched some of that Ashton Kutcher Punked. And some Cribs, but not a lot. But yeah, I mean, that's the start. That's where it all...
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is working. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try this. And then it just took off. The whole world does it now.
Yeah.
Now nobody cares about TV anymore. They just want to watch reality. Not everybody. But.
Well, I mean, they don't care about TV shows. They just watch reality TV shows like it's reality.
Right.
Like all of a sudden it's real, and it's like, you know, that fucking shit's sometimes scripted.
Like The
there's no
Bachelors
fucking way that shit's real. Fuck off, you guys. There's no fucking way.
I know, and then my favorite argument is, why do you watch wrestling? It's fake. It's like, why do you watch TV? It's fake.
Yeah.
Why do you watch movies? It's fake. Do you really think there's a guy named Thanos with a glove? That's fake. It's a movie. It's not real.
They should be counted out right now.
There's referees, doesn't count.
Well, he counted out Sami Zayn.
I love this Corbin commercial.
Why would he need a Snickers, though? Wouldn't she be the one that
Yes.
needs a Snickers? Because she's stupid.
Why was she stupid? She's just doing her
Hardcore
job.
biker.
Yeah, so she made him a hardcore biker. He looks like Lance Armstrong. One of the
A
greatest ever.
bicyclist. I don't really consider that a biker, but okay.
A bike is a bike.
I don't think it is. Alita's like a double stack. Double stack. I like the Baconator myself. I'm all about pigs. I like me some pig.
You know, I haven't had a Wendy's hamburger since I was probably 12.
Yeah.
My cousin Treon, we went to New Kids on the Block concert.
Mm-hmm.
We were little kids, but we didn't actually care about the New Kids on the Block. It was for my cousin Stormy. Anyways, afterwards, we all went to McDonald's, and they were going to close. It was like 9:58 or something. And I'm like, that concert's getting out right now. Like, there's going to be like 1,000 people here in like 2 seconds. And so they decided to stay open, and they ended up... We were there for like 2 hours, but it was so packed. We were in Salt Lake City. It was pretty cool. But anyways.
That's pretty funny. I wonder if their manager, or they had to call the owner of the franchise,
Maybe.
you know, of that franchise and say, so there was a big concert, and we just got word that there might be a whole bunch of people. And then that person's like, okay, well, let's see what happens. Stay open for this long, and if it's dead, then go ahead and close. But if it's not, then stay open as long as you can, right? With whatever you get. And then they're swamped, and it's like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, they were swamped because it was so full that people weren't even sitting down. Everybody was standing up. It's funny, like, because nowadays you don't even think of it, because nobody likes anybody anymore, and everybody's like 40 feet away from each other. But back then, nobody
Pandemic
cared.
doesn't help either, so.
No, back then, nobody cared. Anyways, the point I'm bringing this up is my cousin Treon ordered a smaller hamburger. Well, the smaller hamburgers have full-size buns, but smaller meat.
Right.
And he opened it, and you just get to watch his face. It was like, and he started crying. We were like 15.
Oh, poor baby.
Well, I was 13. He was 15, but
still, that's like kind of weird. Like, dude,
he just started crying.
He's like all tired and completely disappointed. Sometimes I feel that way about my food, but it's after I eat it. I know what I'm getting. I eat it and I'm like, I feel disappointed that I want to cry about the disappointment of my food.
Rey Mysterio. Are you sure Ray's home?
I don't know.
Is that commercial and the yard's blowing up and he's flying with the pyro?
I think he's here.
Are you sure it's him?
Right?
I'm pretty sure it's him.
JVD's like, Piccolo, hell yeah, loves when Bam would beat the hell out of his dad, LMAO. He's like, do you guys remember VH1 had Flavor of Love and Rock of Love?
I do remember Flavor. I can't. The Rock. What was the Rock of Love?
I don't know.
But Flavor of Love was Flavor Flav, and he was with that Bridget.
Oh. Did you know she had a baby like in her 50s?
No.
Yeah, she like got with some guy and she just had a baby.
What the fuck?
Yeah. She wanted to have a
Bridget
baby.
Nielsen.
Yeah.
Bridget Nielsen.
Yeah. She was married or was with Sylvester for a while. So she was married to some guy over, a European guy or something that she's married to. And he's younger than her. Not like a lot, but he's younger than her. And she really wanted to have a baby. And so she did in vitro fertilize and everything and got really healthy. Like, so she stopped drinking and doing her drug crap and everything she was doing there for a while, but she got better. And so she had a baby, like, in her 50s. Like, she's almost 60. She had a baby.
That's nuts. Her and Janet Jackson both. Now Janet Jackson's baby's probably 20, but it was a big deal when she got pregnant.
Right? Mm-hmm. Robbie's like, do you still watching Catfish on MTV? I don't, but I had watched a couple Catfishes, and they're actually kind of funny.
I can honestly say I've never seen it. I know what it is, but I've never seen it.
I've seen, like, maybe a couple episodes, but that's about it. Alita Kelly says, I watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, since it's in your area, it makes sense. Vindicator's
they
like...
have one of Salt Lake City.
Oh, I don't want to watch that. That shit's just stupid. Vindicator's like, weird cyclist Corbin commercial. Hope that never becomes his official gimmick. I kind of hope it does. Oh my gosh. King
Corbin goes to cyclist.
He's like a hardcore cyclist. Vindicator's like, pork chops or lamb chops? I'm taking pork. Since I've never had lamb chops, I'm going to have to say pork, right? I've never had lamb chops.
Yeah, I don't know what lamb is.
I've heard that lamb chops are good. I've just never had them.
Are they babies?
No.
Oh, what is it?
I mean, they may call it lamb chops, but it's just sheep meat. It's not from baby lambs. It's like veal isn't from baby cows anymore. They don't think that's, politically correct. And
okay. I get it. Because it's a goat compared to a pig. Okay, never mind. I thought they were the same thing.
Oh, a lamb is a sheep.
Yeah, I get it.
Compared to a piggy pig.
Right.
So you got bah compared to oink oink.
I get it. I've never thought, yeah. Now I get it.
Fatley's like, yes, I can do catfish. Oh my god, what about cheaters? JVD's like, pancakes or waffles? I got waffles.
Didn't the one guy get stabbed on that?
On cheaters?
Yeah, the main guy.
Probably.
He confronted him and the dude stabbed him.
That's hilarious. I'm going to say JVD, pancakes or waffles. I'm going to say French toast. Alita's like, more fries, please. Right? Fatley's like, is Cheaters still on TV? I have no idea.
I don't know. The guy got stabbed. So now he needs security.
Security. The deer's like, pancakes for me. JVD's like, I always wanted to get a black cheater shirt and camera and walk into a casino and bars to see who acts funny. Do it. See what happens.
What was it? Waffles or pancakes?
Yeah, pancakes or waffles.
Ooh, that's a tough one because waffles are crunchier, and if you like that texture that day, but you might not always want the crunchy.
Uh-huh.
And so that one's a tough one because I can put down 40, 50 pancakes at a sitting probably.
Right.
When I was younger, when I ate that stuff. Little ones, not the huge ones. There it is! Dolph with the save.
Wow.
I like Mariano Rivera. I don't know who the top saver in baseball is now.
Fat Lisa says Brett Michaels was looking for groupies on Rock of Love.
That's what it was.
I
So
remember
he
that.
came. So no shit. I have a buddy that has a sister-in-law that slept with him when he came here to the fair.
Oh God.
And ended up getting a divorce because of it. The zigzag! Is that enough?
I don't know. It depends if what's-his-face can save him. Nope. We don't
The
have
glorious
new tags.
show-offs retain their titles!
Good for them. That's what we like to see and hear. Yay.
Look at this. They had it. But it's not cheating. Look at the hype.
Mm-hmm.
They make it sound like it's cheating. It's not cheating. It's a tag team match. It can't be cheating if it's a tag team match.
Mm-hmm.
As long as somebody else doesn't interfere. Bam! Dolph just puts him away right in the center
And the
of
ref
ring.
saw the tag as he was in the corner where he needed to be. Dolph had both of his feet on the thing. He can do it.
Pat McAfee is standing up. Well, he's excited.
He's out of his seat.
Look at this. He's just a fan. I love that. Cole's like, can you sit down?
I don't know if
There
I
you
can
go.
handle this guy.
He's just pumped.
He's too antsy. He's like this weird guy with ADHD.
He's like, holy shit!
Rob is like, I remember watching the Fugees Ready or Not on MTV.
Ready or not, here I come. Yeah, I remember all those. They had Headbangers Ball at like 11 o'clock or whatever. Our time is 1 o'clock Eastern.
Right. Alita's like, I like pork chops. Lamb is good.
I mean, and, like, I think we're all forgetting about Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, why wouldn't you guys talk
That
about
was
Beavis and
kind of
Butthead?
like the main thing that was not music first. Was Beavis and Butthead, and it was just like, wow, this is so cool. And then it was Daria. And then My So-Called Life. Like, everybody in the world loved that. Claire Danes because of that show. And she wasn't even attractive.
No, she's still hideous.
Now, her boyfriend, her
Jared
crush...
Leto? Oh my god! Jared Leto?
That's a different story, right? Like, even straight guys are like, he's hot.
Oh my god, did you see his eyes? Oh my god, he has such pretty eyes!
Look at his hair. All of us are trying to grow this thing out. Like, this double carpet split down the middle. Like, oh, Jared Leto. They're like, no, you're not.
You're like, nothing like him. Rose like, lamb chops are good, but lamb's heart is even better to eat. I think any heart would be. I mean, beef heart is the same thing, right? I mean, beef tongue, they say, is like one of the better parts of the cow to eat. Like, I've heard that.
I'll eat anything, so.
For, like, ever.
The more nutrient, the better it is. Like, I love liver. I haven't had heart.
I can get you some beef heart. They have it at Winco once in a while.
You should.
A fresh beef heart that they have in the thing. Lita says, yes, Cheaters is still on, and says both waffles and pancakes. Alita is a waffle and pancake girl. Ooh!
What's that one show that was like that, but with the pedophiles?
It was like what?
They would set up a pedophile, like the police.
Oh, you're talking about that guy. He was, what's his face?
Stone Phillips, right?
Was it Stone Phillips?
I don't remember.
I'm not sure if it was him. I thought it was the other one. To catch a predator.
Yeah, that shit was fucking intense.
You want
Usually
some
they were
cookies?
Usually they were kind of handicapped. Though I kind of felt bad because most of them are like handicapped guys, but you still can't have them predatoring.
12-year-old little girls. Chris Hansen. That's it, Fat
Chris
Lisa's.
Hansen.
That's the name, Samo. Yes, you guys know. You know what we're talking about.
But some of them weren't, though, right? Like, some of them were full functioning. So they'd be in the kitchen, they'd be like, yeah, everything's fine, like they're just trying to hook up. But some of them are like, well, and you're like, okay, they need to put him in a home. You know what I mean?
He got mental.
You can't put him in prison. That's
He's
not
autistic.
right.
Sorry. Lisa's like, Sweden will look for new episodes of Cheaters. And Lisa's like, Adelita Kelly, I swear you said Lamb of God. Thought, whoa, she's hardcore.
Lamb of God.
Lamb of God. But she's like, Lamb is good. Totally different. Vindicator's I got bored with Rude and Ziggler and his stupid extensions trying to copy Veller. Hoping a new tag team will join the SD roster and take those titles. Maybe grizzled young veterans.
Yeah, we'll have to see how they're going to do that. I mean, there's lots of openings. I don't mind Rude and Ziggler.
Yeah. Samoa, why'd you delete your message? You had the answer correct, and I wanted to give you credit, and I did, and then you took it away.
Well, maybe because somebody above him did it.
So, I need answers from everybody. Everybody needs to put the answer in. It's like trivia. But Lisa's like, she's here. Lita Kelly's like, Cheaters comes on late at night. Can't remember which network. Lieutenant Martha's like, I guess. Jason Statham. Jason Statham for what?
That's maybe Cesaro.
Oh, yes. He does look kind of like Jason Statham a little bit.
He does.
Lita Kelly's like, no, Picola. She's not a Lamb of God person. She's not hardcore. But she is hardcore when it comes to pancakes and waffles. Robbie's like, I remember Dario. She used to talk in the show.
Yep.
Talk slow in the show. But Lisa's like, I used to watch Singled Out. And Robbie's like, what about Beavis and Butthead?
Singled
Out. What about them?
I remember that one too, but I don't remember it.
I don't know.
Singled Out. I guarantee I've seen it, but I just can't remember what it is.
Someone's like, I had meatballs and spaghetti yesterday and today. Awesome.
The sex talking one.
Singled Out?
No. They had a sex talk one with Dr. Drew and Adam something.
Right.
It was hilarious. He was a comedian. The other guy, Dr. Drew, is like this sex therapist.
Yeah.
And so people would call in with their problems.
Like, what's her face?
And
the old lady.
Yeah. Every
Dr.
single
Ruth.
caller would call in and be like, my husband wants me to have a threesome. Or, like something like that.
The
Every
comedian.
single answer would be the exact same from Dr. Drew. What was your childhood like? Every single... It didn't matter what was happening. What was your childhood like?
Oh my god.
Well, because it's true. That's where it all comes from. But
like,
it's funny...
That her not wanting to do a threesome?
No. Because it was... She wanted to, but she just didn't know if it'd be okay. Stuff like that.
Oh, ew. They have problems.
Oh, yeah. And so he'd go like... What was your... And then, they'd be like,
crap.
well, my dad used to not be there. And he's like, well, that's all it is. So just don't do it.
Right, you have mental problems, you should go see a therapist is your issues.
Look at this. Shayna Baszler and Natalya. It looks like Natalya had some work done. Her face is all paused.
She's like, don't hurt my face.
She's like, I'm drooling, but I can't stop it. Kind of like Meet the Croods or whatever. When he's drinking and water's just coming out.
My favorite one is it's the Christmas one.
Yeah, the Cranks. That's what I'm talking about.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Yeah.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Not Croods, the Cranks.
And they're like having dinner together, and he's like, blah, 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 blah. It's just like falling out of his mouth.
That's Natalya right now.
Samoa had spaghetti and meatballs yesterday and today. Is it homemade spaghetti and meatballs, or was it bought, like you had it delivered? Or did you make it yourself? But Lisa says, yeah, I was driving across state to bring you this cold pizza. Aren't you 18?
Right.
Right? I thought you were going to make cookies. Oh, I'm going to go make some cookies for you.
And they always have this young cop in the other room that's talking to him, and she sounds like she's 12. Or no, maybe it's a real little girl that they have. And she's just in the other room. Okay, I'll be right in a minute. Because she answers the door, and then she goes in the other room. Mm-hmm. And then they've got security cops surrounding the house. So what Natalya's done is she's taken that sexy outfit she's been wearing, and she turned it pink. So it actually works. So I don't mind this one.
Right? This one looks a little better. Ooh, yeah, that's a good
with the
picture. Can you guys
Absolutely.
have that one?
Oh, Tamina saved. Oh.
She's like, what?
Nia
I didn't
didn't
do
like
anything.
that.
The ref's like, you guys need to not do what you're doing. RVD's like, Pico LMAO. Robbie's like, what about the Tom Green show?
Oh, shit.
Jesus. Remember when he was like with Drew?
He's so weird.
Barrymore. So creepy. That movie he's in with that guy's at Garcas State or whatever.
Love it.
He's like so creepy in that show. You're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Are you here for the feeding?
No. What? Fat Liz is like, Loveline? Before the Man Show?
She went to Austin, Massachusetts.
Boston? You mean Boston?
So she goes to Boston and destroys this kid's life. Natalia with the W. Oh, Tamina just kicked both of them. I think she got Natalia more than she got Nia.
Well, good for her.
Natalia has enough real estate on her chest to...
Tamina's like, I'm looking like a bad bitch. She's like, I'm putting lines in my eyebrows. I'm putting things in my hair. That's just funny and weird. Let's see. Fat Lisa says Loveline. Was that the name of it? With Dr. Drew?
Loveline. Yes, it was.
Said before the Man Show. Robbie
Oh my
says,
God.
do you think Natty's moveset is too predictable?
I don't think the Man Show was on MTV, though.
Right.
I think that one was on, like, Comedy Central, one of those other networks.
But Robbie says, do you think Natty's moveset is too predictable? Maybe.
Well, she's been wrestling for over a decade. Like, it's kind of hard to change her style.
Then Baker's like, Natty needs to continue having work done so she can look like a normal person who never had any work done.
Yeah, well, she's not that.
JVD's like, remember Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah.
Wasn't that claymation?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Like, wasn't that claymation? Jay Boone says, did Ziggler win? Yes. Ziggler and Rude retained the titles, bud.
They won. They pinned him right in the center of the ring.
If you were going for him.
Forward, right in the center of the ring.
Lieutenant Martha's like, go Tammy. Yeah. Yeah, Tammy. We got Ayla in the chat. Hey, Ayla.
Ayla's in here.
Ayla. Alita Kelly says, LOL at Travis. And Fat Lisa's like, Celebrity Deathmatch was absurd but funny. Luna's like, I didn't hear Seth like that before.
As he's spinning.
Right? They're like, we didn't want you to hear it before.
Look at this. Ads for next year's WrestleMania. Did you watch that video I sent you about that?
I did not.
Okay, so anyways, he's like, they want to do one night because they don't think they can sell out that stadium, Texas Stadium, twice.
Whatever.
Because it's 110,000 tickets. But granted, right? Yeah, that's going to be hard as shit. Why couldn't you just let them both come? They get 2 tickets. They come both nights.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just do that? Why would you do it
separate? Who wouldn't come? Like, who wouldn't stay the weekend anyways? And just do the packages. So you're at SmackDown.
Just do your packages, your WrestleMania packages like you've done in the past, week-long package shit. Why not just do it that way?
Right. And
like,
so
pick which night you want to come, you can do that, or you can have the package deal where you can get both nights, or whatever.
Right, because then they could do NXT there, too. On Saturday. That way they don't have to worry about selling it out twice. 90% of the people are going to show up the next night.
Right.
Just move them all down and then sell what's behind them. Or open the doors. You're in the right place.
Fat Liz is like, Cheaters is supposedly on its 21st season and hosted by Peter Guns now. Sweet.
I wonder if he bags a lot of classy ladies.
Because he has guns.
This is guns. What's that hashtag? This poor guy, this life coach here.
The winner doesn't need to know your name.
So you wake up early. No one cares.
Right? Like, yeah, Travis, you need to take lessons from those commercials.
I can't help it.
You're like, oh my God, look what I'm like, I don't really care, honey. I'm glad that you're making progress with yourself, good boy. That's a terrifying monster.
It's just a grass monster. It's for allergies. Look at the size of that thing.
That shit's not good for you. They say you shouldn't use it.
Who's they?
Doctors. Like, people rely on it way too much and then they can't get off of it. I think you should use half of a thing to wipe your butt with every day.
If it doesn't clog the toilet, you didn't do it right.
That's right. You are not using enough TP if you aren't having to use the fucking plunger.
That's why the plunger's next to the toilet.
We're not talking because you took a big ass shit that's like the size of Mount Rushmore. We're talking about the fact that you use too much toilet paper to try to flush down the toilet.
Who's this pink-haired girl? Is she a professional soccer player or something? Do they have professional soccer for women?
Do they have what? Professional soccer?
Yeah, for women.
Yeah, they have their women's thing. That's the stupid bitch that's all crying because it's not fair and they don't get the push that the men's do and blah 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 blah. And they should get more. They should get just as much money as the men. And it's not fair in the workplace. Barfy barf barf bitch.
I didn't mean for this to happen. I just meant to ask who that girl was.
Yeah, well, she's a dumbass whore.
Like if she was famous or something.
Oh yeah, she's a famous soccer lesbian.
I've never seen her before.
Yeah, well, I've seen her enough and I don't want to see her ever again.
Well, she was in a commercial with guys.
Yeah, that's right. She was telling them what to do because guys are too stupid to figure it out on their own. Did you get that from them? That's what I get, is that women are just so much smarter than everybody else.
Did you see that? They are calling it that. It's not a mispronunciation.
Really dumb and stupid.
I don't either.
Anyways, Vindicator's like, come on guys, show some respect, say hey to Ayla, and JVD's like, hey Ayla, and then Ayla's like, shut up then, no one likes me, it's chill, I get it. Oh my god, Ayla, stop fishing for fucking compliments. Ugh. But Lisa's like, cheaters is supposedly, oh, I already read that one. Vindicator's like, yeah, you're right, Ayla, still appreciate you though, JVD. Alita's like, love Ayla, and Ayla's like, hey, JVD and Alita. JVD's like, LMAO, when someone said on the chat you guys were his best friends, and Alita said you need to get out more. Because it's the truth. Vindicator's like, I say, Ayla and Alita should have a public girl chat while the rest of us watch creepily and enjoy some popcorn. Why? What? So strange sometimes. It was like, you guys are my best friends. Oh my god, seriously. You're so clingy. Why are you so obsessed with me? It was like, last time I watched Cheaters was in 05. JVD was like, I wasn't talking about you though, Ayla. Well, it was like, I can't girl talk. I never really had girlfriends. Vindicator's like, I'm a guy and I can figure most things by my lonesome.
Yeah.
It was like, I know, JVD, I'm just saying. Felt was like, JVD, you think we could buy some Cheaters merch and run around like production crew for reals? I think you guys could do it. Vindicator's like, Ayla, just a cheap shot right at Talitha. Talitha's like, what? Weird. Right? Totally weird. It was like, we're going on a date tomorrow, haha, that you asked me to, so talk about clingy. Oh my god, you were like the one that was like all obsessive about going to a freaking paint date all the time. You're like, oh my god, when are we going to go on that paint thing, Talitha? Oh my gosh, when are we going to go? It's like, oh my god, finally.
You guys are going to miss the Jake Paul.
Just to get the monkey off my back.
The Jake Paul fight.
JVD's like, P. coli, I don't see why not. Yeah, why don't you guys do it?
Ben Askin or whatever his name is. Jake Paul.
Ayla, I love you. Who do you love?
Who do you love? So Jey Uso's got his trophy, who's about 3 inches taller than he is.
Whatever, that thing's a fucking foot taller than he is. Rob is like, dude, when are we gonna go? Huh? Come to fucking America, man. I'll take you on a fucking paint date. Let's go. Let's go paint some pictures.
She loves her paint dates. There's pictures all over there.
Ayla's like, love me. Love me. Love me.
Love me. Say that you love me. Oh. There's a spot right there for your next one. Whether it's vertical or horizontal.
Sweet. The one that you moved into the hallway?
No, I'm telling you there's a spot right there for whatever one you
Right, that was the one you moved into the hallway.
No. It's nothing. So
it used to be there, and then you moved it to the hallway, because there's stuff there for it.
That's what I just said.
No.
For your next one.
Rob is like, I'm sure he would take me out. Are you talking about murder? Because that could happen too. I do have a large trunk of my car.
The old snuff.
So, I mean, would anybody miss you?
Right.
That's the biggest question.
There it is. It's officially started. Cesaro, Jey Uso. We got
Lisa's like, if you could choose a host, I think I would get The Situation.
Oh, shit. The Situation.
Oh, my God. I actually know who these people are.
Snooki.
I never watched that show, but I do know who they are.
I seen him on something else.
But Lisa's like, he's still relevant, right? Isn't he the one that went to jail and shit?
He's the one that was driving down the road with the mannequins in his car.
Oh, was it him? That was him?
That's The Situation.
And was it really? I thought that was I didn't think that was him. I thought that Mike was The Situation. And he's like the one that went to jail. He like went to fucking prison.
He's the brown-haired one that's Norm. I don't know how you.
He's just goofy, but he's like not like a weirdo.
Yeah, he was the one that was driving the car with the mannequins.
I don't think so. I don't think that was him, but maybe it was.
The Situation.
Vindicator's like 15 minutes left, guys. We need to liven up this chat somewhere, but I don't know how to do it because I'm useless like that. LOL, hoping JVD or Robbie can pick up the slack.
You gotta have a girl tell you how to do it. Pink-haired soccer player. Oh, big super kick.
Ayla's like, no, get Pauly D. Alita's like, I was going to say the same thing.
Paula Dean? Is that the...
Paula D. No, Pauly. Pauly.
Okay, I don't know who this is.
Okay, it's from Jersey Shore. He's from Jersey Shore.
I don't know.
Pauly D.
That's probably the guy you're talking about.
Probably. The one that went to prison. Robbie's like, D hanging out with you would be hella jokes on a date. Maybe. It might get you in trouble. Some good possibility you might get in trouble. I don't go out much, so it wouldn't be too surprising. Got in trouble. No, nobody put spicy sauce on gyros. That's just weird. It was like Mike went to jail and rehab. Pauly is the DJ. So is Mike The Situation?
Probably.
Mike is The Situation, right? He's the one that's called The Situation? Or is that a different guy? Like, is there, like, 3 different guys?
I have no idea. I never watched one episode of it. I just know who The Situation is. Because he was on another show for something and they were talking about it. They're like, why are you called The Situation? And he's like, because of my abs. Like, you see this situation here?
He's the one. I'm pretty sure it's Mike, and I'm pretty sure he's the one that went to jail.
That's fine. I'm not saying he didn't.
That at least says Mike equals The Situation. And Mike is usually in a bad situation. Yes, thank you. That was crazy. Which I probably am, but... I was like, D, I would buy you lunch too. Oh, sweet. You would even buy? Damn, man. Come on over. Buy me lunch. It was like, yes, I'm embarrassed that I know this 3 different guys. You're not embarrassed. You're not embarrassed. You like it. Mm-hmm. JVD says, someone said Bailey looks like the female McLovin in the comments I read the other day.
McLovin.
That Lisa says, anyone but Ronnie. Fuck that dude. Alita's like, different guy, newer. Never watched. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who Ronnie is either.
I don't know who Ronnie is. Who's the short, dark-haired one? I don't think he has, like, a wife or anything. They, like, had some, like, thing where they all got back together again. Like, it was like a Jersey Shore vacation or something. And he was driving, it was during the pandemic stuff, and he was driving down the road in an SUV, and he had just mannequins all in the vehicle.
But dressed like everybody in the house.
Is that one Polly? Is that one who that one is? Anyways, Luke's in the chat for just a second, saying hi. I hope you all are safe, working a double today. Oh man, you're just working your ass off lately, man.
Taking it right to Jay.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Luke.
Picks him up, drops him down. Fireman's carry. Oh.
Ayla's like, Ronnie? That's Polly. Okay. I thought that was who he was.
Kicks him right in the back.
Not cool. Bye, Luke.
Big right hand. Bye.
Jane Money says, what are results so far?
I think we've
only had like
matches.
3 matches and we're on the 4th one?
No, we've had 4.
Oh, and we're on the 5th.
Otis, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio won that one. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens won that one. Street Profits, Glorious Show-Offs. Glorious Show-Offs retain their titles. Natalya and Shayna Baszler, and then Natalya won that one. And now we're in the main event with Cesaro and Jey Uso. Look at the power. Look at that.
Very slow, but he got him.
Well, he did it on purpose,
I know.
slow.
He's like, oh, my arm. Oh, let's see. It says, Ayla says, Polly, Mike, and some muscle guy. I can't remember his name, but he dated Sam. Ronnie. There you go. Vindicator says, Erin would buy delete the ingredients for lunch so she can cook it and still consider it a date. That's fucking weird, dude.
Here. Why don't you cook this up for us?
Sounds like something Travis would do.
1, 2.
Vindicator says, thanks, Luke. Keep on hustling, buddy. Ayla says, Aaron would have to borrow the money from his mom. Does he have a mom? I thought he killed her off.
I'm pretty sure he's probably from an upper family if he's living in Anaheim.
Next to Disney World.
Yeah.
Or Disneyland or whatever the fuck it is. Rob is like, SD has been a letdown tonight. What did you expect after WrestleMania stuff? Like it was going to be hopping?
I thought they would have a big surprise.
Yeah, they're not going to have surprises.
Like Charlotte was a big surprise on Raw.
They're like, meh. And here's LOL Ayla. You can tell she really adores the mighty Aaron. Wow.
Do you think they'll do a triple threat for the women's championship for SmackDown at the Backlash? Like they're going to do for the Raw? So they'll have 2 women's championship matches and triple threats? Can you imagine if they dropped the titles off both of those women already? They're like, well, we just wanted a reunion on NXT and now we're done.
Right? We're done. Like, yeah, they have, I mean, yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Robbie's like, no, you can't make D cook on a date. D is better than that, haha. Ayla's like, I don't know, Talitha's a good cook, so. Well, thank you. Fatley says, they had 2 seasons of Double Shot of Love. All the high maintenance models were on just for Pauly D. Oh, God. Ew.
That's pretty funny.
Were those the ones that were in his SUV?
Oh!
And the girls next door types went for Vinny. Oh, jeez.
It's about 5 minutes left, guys. Gut wrench suplex. Jey Uso's in trouble. He hasn't spun him yet. So, it's not over until the spin.
Right. Is he gonna spin him then?
Oh, absolutely. It's his trademark.
He's gonna do the spin? He's gonna get him in a spin after he beats the poo-poo out of him for a while? Beating him up and be like, yeah, bitch. You like them? You like that? You like my armpit smell? Vindicator's like, Duluth could probably cook 5 different types of biscuits with 4 different types of toppings.
Big European uppercut.
Is he not going to spin it?
1, 2.
Oh, got out of it again.
Pat McAfee is a fan watching with Michael Cole.
That's funny. I was like,
are you kidding?
D, when was the last time you were hungover? I've actually never have had a hangover. I've gotten drunk. But I woke up the next day and was a very capable adult. I went about my day. I never have gotten hangovers. JVD says, I'm now calling TikTok TikTok because that's all I see on TikTok. Oh, TikTok? What? Alita and I feel exactly the same about that. What?
TikTok.
Unless she's talking about what's happening on SmackDown, which is another what?
Oh! Neck breaker there.
Ooh, yeah, you totally should win with that. Throw your tantrum.
Jey Uso's had nothing but main event matches for the past, 4 months? Nothing but main event matches. And hasn't won any of them.
As he shouldn't. He's a fucking tag team guy, not a whatchamacallit wrestler, not a singles wrestler. So why on earth would he win anything that had to do with a singles wrestler?
It just keeps him completely relevant. So when his brother comes back, they can jump right into this tag team scene.
When his brother comes back, they'll be like...
Look at Cesaro! Wow!
He's like, you want to slap people, bitch? Here, I'll show you how to slap. He slapped him and then punched him 5 times and then punched him and then slapped him again. And then he hit him with that.
Clothesline. That's a discus lariat. Like Paige.
And then he got kicked out again. Jimmy's like, thoughts on TikTok equals tick thought. Thoughts.
TikTok. Why are people thinking?
I'm pretty sure it's not a thought as in that. I think it
like
means something else, like a twat.
Yeah, like a woman. Like a slut.
There you go.
A thought.
Is he going to do it this time? Is he going to get him? Oh! He's swinging him now. Here's the swing.
2,
this
3,
is what we wanted.
4, 5, 6.
Oh, of course. Seth Rollins. So technically, he wins it, though.
Cesaro won.
Cesaro wins with a DQ, thanks to Seth. Because he went out there to spin somebody, so I guess Seth decided that he shouldn't be allowed to spin anybody because Seth doesn't like it.
Is this even kind of hinting maybe towards Seth with Roman?
I guess I don't know.
I don't like that at all.
It's kind of dumb. Like, get him out of this. Rob is like, Swiss Tony is the man too good. His shirt, like, it has hair, like, all over it. Like the bathroom, you know?
It ain't over till he says it's over.
He is the what?
I couldn't tell. Agram? Maybe the Alpha and the Omega, I don't know.
I don't know what he fucking meant. I don't know. It sounded like he was being weird, though. Yeah. Robbie's like, trust Seth to get involved, right?
I'm the end
all. The end all. Oh, there we go. Of this industry. Oh, good for you. That was like, where does Seth get his drip? I don't know, but
Ric
somewhere. Flair. Hey, thanks. Let's see. Alita Kelly says, you've never had a hangover? Nope. Never. And I've drank myself stupid. And I've never had a hangover. Ayla's like, it's a trashy sausage wallet. That's a thought. That's what I figured. Yeah, it's a twat. Vindicator's like, well, this match has no long-term significance, so I'm going to leave everyone alone for now, but only for now, and come back to scare you all on the day after Sunday. Stay paranoid until then. I'm kind of terrified. Are you going to jump out from behind a tree? It's scary. Luna's out, says I'm going to sleep. Vindicator's like, bye, bye.
We are also
Luna's like that. Alita's like, bye, Luna. Luna's like, I am not a fan of needles. Well, sorry, you're getting vaccinated then. Maybe you should. Alita's like, bye, then. JVD's like, take care, everyone. Rob's like, D, what are you doing after SD Live? Watch TV?
Boxing.
Oh, is boxing on tonight,
I think
too?
there's some.
Yeah. Gothflesh says bye. Vince says bye. Ayla. Lieutenant Martha says I'm off. Ayla's like, bye, y'all. Fatley's like, sheesh, it's bedtime.
It is bedtime.
It is 8 o'clock, so I feel like I should go to bed now.
10 o'clock on the East Coast.
Yeah, poor people. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us for SmackDown Live tonight. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate all of you for hanging out with us all week long. If you have, hopefully you stick around and you'll hang out with us on Monday for some Raw. We'll see what happens over there. Might be interesting, might not be. Who knows?
Fan-damn-tastic.
Anyways, we do appreciate each and every one of you, all of our wonderful subscribers. And please give us a thumbs up on our video. It helps with our algorithm, kind of pops us up to the top. that if we are liked a lot, then that means that YouTube's like, oh my god, they're liked a lot, so we should show other people their videos too.
Let us grow. Get us to a G.
Robbie's like, do you go to bed early, 8 p.m.? No, not really. Like, I really don't. So, I don't go to bed right after we get off here. I find something else to do. And the only time I ever went to bed early was if I didn't feel very good, or, we had something to do on Saturday morning that was like, oh god, I have to get up to do that. I better go to bed now. Most of the time I stay up until like midnight, and usually I go to bed at like 10. Anyways, Atlee's like, don't you make me bleed my own blood. Nobody. Alright. Thanks again, everybody. We really appreciate it. Go to sleep. Or not. Go party. If you do party, stay safe.
Everybody be safe. Alright. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.